Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel for another iRacing video, and it's another TCR video, but this time feeling a little bit apprehensive because it's a public TCR race. So it was the first season of having the extra vehicles in the TCR class last season. Did the full season of it. It gets a little bit rough and ready in the TCR public, so yeah, not quite sure what to expect from it. I mean, the F4 seems to have migrated a few of the crazes away over there, so maybe the TCR might be a little bit cleaner this time around, but sort of this is turning into a really good place to go if you want to lose a lot of rating. It's a bit like the Ferrari Challenge. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen today. We had some decent pace in practice, but in quali we couldn't quite put it together, so qualified P10 right in the middle of the pack. Probably not an ideal place to start, but it is what it is. So yeah, let's jump on in, see if we can survive it. Alrighty, we're here at Watkins Glen in the TCR. Public TCR race of the season. Doing a lot of the league racing TCRs. But, yeah, this is the first public one of this season, season 2, 2022. For some reason, my second lap in qualifying, or like even in practice, the second lap seems so much slower. Like I don't know if it's cooking the tyres or what's going on, but yeah, after the first quali lap, we were like P4. But then, because we didn't improve and everyone else did, we ended up P10 on the grid. So it's not terrible. I think sort of top 10 is still games I rating nowadays is what we aim for in these TCRs. Survive to the end and a bit of positive I rating is considered a good result, isn't it? Yeah, I mean the rating's sort of 2.7k, something around there. I think it's a high 2.7 now. I really believe I've got the pace for 2.7, so we're sort of punching above our weight and do our best to bring up the fast guys. So we'll see how we get on. Here we go then.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, I bogged a little bit in the second phase. Fairly even launch from all of us guys around me on the grid.
Car on. Clear on the right.
And carry the speed on the outside of this Civic going up the straight. That didn't happen. Just try and play it steady, nice and gentle.
Car on your left. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left.
Alright. I found a new radar. It's a SimHub radar I've been using in practice. Test it against the AI and all that jazz, and it was working really well. Just reset the fastest lap on the dash on the grid and it's killed the radar. It's a bit awkward because it's a really important tool for me on a single screen. Civic runs a bit wide.
Stay on the right. Keep to the right.
And at the inside for this last corner.
Stay on the right.
Second to last corner.
Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
Backs out of it. That was surprising but kind. Alright, first lap down then. Made up one position off the grid, have we? P9 are we? Or P8 in fact. Couple of positions. Oh, there's the... Alright, so that's good to know. It only works if I've got a predicted lap saved in the dash. But I'm really done with it on that first lap, to be honest. Not to worry. Alright, now to see if we can catch back up with these guys ahead. Lost quite a bit of time fighting there, but similarly I think that Civic was going to be quite slow over the duration. Probably an important move. Oh god, tail tried to come around, there's one off in the wall over there. Easy to do. Get a bit of a back end swapper going into the bus stop, it just pings you off to the right hand side there.
Yeah, you're getting retired for that, you know.
Sounds like there might have been contact. Oh, the guys around me have all got draft though, and I'm solo riding at the minute. I have to work a little bit harder to catch back up to them. And they have to work a little bit less harder just to get the lap times. See what we can do. All the while I've got to think about trying to look after the tyres and make them last the 15 minutes. Interested to see how this race goes, to be honest, because last season the public TCR was a little bit of a bloodbath. Interested to see if all the crazes have gone to the F4 for the season instead, and if this is be a bit more civilised this time around. So far, it does seem to be a bit more civilised. Slowly clawing ourselves back up to this pack ahead, but at what cost to the tyres? We're a full second a lap faster than the guy behind us that last lap. Thought we were about to take a skip across the chicane for a slowdown penalty there. Just about gathered it up. Lost me a bit more time for these guys ahead though. Gonna play with the brake bias throughout the race, try and keep the front tyres alive. It's a tricky balance at the start of the race though. Since they updated the TCRs at the start of this season, the Hyundai's starting brake bias just on cold tyres just seems deathly. The back end is so tail happy. I think for the first time since I bought this Hyundai, I'm actually putting the brake bias further forwards at the start of a run rather than cranking it backwards. Slowly catching up to these guys. That'll be our first off track then. Race pace is a lot faster than I was expecting it to be. My own race pace that is as well. 58.4, you can see it's a personal best. Feeling this is going to be a race-long chase down. Let's hope there's some fruit at the end of it. Surprised Alvaro ahead hasn't made the move. He seems to be keeping up fairly easily with the guy ahead of him. And the toe down the back straight is absolutely phenomenal. Only need a good run up through the S's and should be able to get the move done. Maybe he's just biding his time. We're closer than ever this time across the line though. Half distance in the race. Interested to see if it does sneak its way into... Oh no, it will probably just be an 8-lapper, won't it? When I looked at the predicted laps through the middle of the last lap, it said like 8.1 I think it was, so I was interested to see if it'd end up going up to 9, but it's down to 7.9 now, so probably just be a nice round 8-lapper. So yeah, halfway through. Gap behind staying fairly consistent. Lap times are very similar. Slowly, like I say, catching these back ahead of us. But don't know if they're just biding the time or if they're at 100%. Makes it look like that Audi's at 100%. Runs well wide. On the exit of the carousel. Got them off the back of that pack a little bit there, in fact. I think he might have smoked his tyres. Still, the gap behind is solid, consistent. I think I probably should have made more time when these guys ahead, or especially this Audi ahead of us. Through his mistake there. Maybe didn't capitalise as much as I could or should have done. Starting to get a bit feisty ahead now. 2x2 into the bus stop. Just trying to give him as much room as we can without falling back to the guy behind. Number 5 might be getting freight trained here. He's just about going to get it together. Absolute Audi train here. It's bad news for me because they're so good off the corners and in a straight line. Quick look, see if there's anything doing, but there's not. We're susceptible to this guy behind me now. 2 to go at the line. Don't necessarily want to get him down this straight here. I want to run up towards the bus stop. A good exit out of turn 1. See that straight line speed of the Audi though, I'm just not dragging past him.
We've got about 5 laps of fuel. Left side, clear.
Caught me out, seemed to break really early there. Now a semi-attack is going to end up being a defence by the last lap, I feel. This car behind us is dragging up to us. Theo. Or Theo. Alright, here we go then onto the white flag. Half a second to the car behind. I was happy to take the off track if we got it there just for the run. Should maybe have maximised that corner even more, in fact, and actually got the off track. Just not getting that last bit of overlap. That Audi left no room for us there whatsoever. Wasn't alongside, so I guess he didn't have to in theory. Time to go defensive.
Still there. Still there. Clear.
Couldn't be anywhere in TCR you can get around the outside there. It's such a sort of momentum car. If there's one thing about the Civic though, it's that it's a good nippy little number. Oh, that's been frustrating actually. I thought this was would be quite a good track for overtaking, but it just sort of like there's just no way through. Even the Audis, I guess they're so closely matched each other, so they couldn't make the move on each other, and we certainly didn't have the straight line speed to drag past. Yeah, nice job everyone.
It's an absolute joke at the back.
Chicken flag, chicken flag.
Alright, we'll definitely take that. Fairly clean race, P7. I feel like I had the pace over all of those three Audis in front of us, but just trying to find a way past them was impossible. They're like a rolling roadblock. Got decent runs through like the twisty tight sections, but down the straight they just they just did the Audi thing, didn't they? So yeah, not ideal, and that put us under pressure from Theo behind, or Theo. Managed to hold him off, so that's a relief at least. That was the Civic that would kind of been side by side on the opening lap, and it yielded to us. I think he maybe saved his tyres a little bit better through the race as well, so that gave him a bit of extra pace at the end. But yeah, I'd never really noticed how sort of difficult it is to overtake at Watkins, to be fair. I think really you need to get the run along the back straight and then just get on the inside through the carousel. And so, yeah, defending that, and then you're pretty much home free from there. So yeah, fun little race, nice close battling. Unfortunately, we couldn't make any more moves, but yeah, still a decent result overall. That's going to be everything for this one. So, you know the drill. If you did enjoy it, give a big thumbs up, drop us a comment, let us know what you think, and subscribe if you've not done that already. But yeah, other than that, take it easy and look after yourself. I'll catch you in the next one.